We are nighttime podcaster here. How's everyone doing? It is again podcast time. Of course, it's podcast number 16 from Born to Thrive, as promised. I am here to maybe get the day or going. If you're on the other side of the um, or in UK areas, you're starting your day, or I think in the Philippines, it's also morning, but in the US, it's nighttime. So it is a meditation nighttime for you guys if you are going to listen or if you're going to watch this. And hopefully, for those who are just starting their day, it's going to be a beginning of your day meditation to maybe spearhead that day with some calmness and some self love. So my name is Luisita Ventura. I am the founder of Born to Thrive. Born to Thrive is a coaching, professional coaching. It is guiding you from burnout to breakthrough. So I'm here to empower midlife women and men or professional who are entrepreneurs who have want to reclaim their energy and want to refocus their lives from burnout to at least mastering the ability to again self-love, self-respect, self-care, or intentionally doing self-care to be able to thrive once again. For those women and men, leaders, business owners who have given themselves their attention more than they put attention on themselves, there is a day and age when we realize that there is burnout and we need to reclaim that energy back. So hopefully with my brief share of free coaching, live coaching at night or in the morning, I can, in one way or the other, give you a public coaching session, to guide you from burnout, to help you realize that it's time to thrive. And life is not just surviving, but thriving. So for those who are needing to reinvent themselves, refigure out how to self-love, self-care, and self-respect. But in gratitude of what we have done in the past that caused us the burnout, we kind of rebuild our time to shine and thrive. So as a coach, I always would advise, like I really want to know what your intention is when you go into a coaching call. And as a coach, I want also to remind you that burnout is not a personal failure. It is a signal that our body and our mind is telling us that something needs to shift. The first step towards true healing is giving ourselves permission to slow down. We notice that what we've been ignoring when we burn out is that we tend not to slow down, especially highly functional, high performing leaders, business owners, or parents who wants just to have a grip of everything. We call it multitasking or micromanagement, or just wanted to meet goals according to how we want the goals to be achieved. But it's just a call. There's a need to shift. There's a need to truly heal from within by giving ourselves permission to slow down and notice what we have been ignoring. So hopefully you find time to pause with me and take a deep breath and acknowledge that the part of yourself that has been asking for care, attention, and love. So this isn't just about doing more, it's about reconnecting with yourself, your values, and your needs. So self-loving is the first thing amongst the burnout that I think I should focus on as I share free live coaching here in Born to Thrive Facebook page and YouTube page, and hopefully it can be watched replay. So every act of self-love is a step toward reclaiming your energy and your life. I always remind myself every small act of self-love is a step towards reclaiming my energy and my life. So the next step that we normally want to do intentionally is to nurture ourselves, in a way that we feel authentic. When we nurture ourselves and we really truly feel that we authentically take care of ourselves, then we learn how to self love. We set boundaries when needed, we honor our emotions without judging and prioritizing activities that would replenish our own spirit, our own happiness. We kind of focus on our um, emotions by not judging ourselves and prioritizing, the activities that would replenish that spirit, replenish self-love. And remember, you cannot give from an empty cup. So our well-being is very important to be cared for. It is not optional. So I realized that after finding out 4 years ago, before during the heat of pandemic, when I saw deaths left and right in the hospital, and I realized that I was burning out. I was a devoted mom, and I always wanted to perfect parenting, perfect providing for food, perfect needs, that I want to make sure everything is taken care of, the kids are taken care of, without remembering myself. So it's not a failure, but it's just a call it was a call for me to slow down and, reinvent myself and find a way for me to be able to self love. So, and then, I knew all along that I cannot pour from an empty cup, but I keep pushing myself to the limits until I felt the burnout, and I felt like I can't give much anymore, especially when you see deaths left and right in the hospital. So thank God, He answered my prayer through an online business. So it is not an option at all to take care of ourselves. It is essential. So let's together we can uncover the patterns of how we can help ourselves accountable to again bring ourselves back and create the path that aligns truly, that we can truly love ourselves. So we're here in Born to Thrive, of course, as we work together, you and me, to honor ourselves. And then it is a very strong foundation, of course, is self love. So we can feel whole again. When we love ourselves, we'll be able to love others. We'll be able to overflow flow that love, and we feel whole. We feel vibrant and fully present and fully ours to give to others. So let's start degrounding or grounding and being present for self-love. Self-love is very important, because how could we love other people if we don't barely know how to love ourselves, take care of others? Eventually, as I've learned through the years of 34 years of not thinking of myself, I really forgot how to love myself. Little things that matter the most. I really, even like when I go to a restaurant, I don't think I order for myself. Or if I bring my kids to a drive-through, they order, I don't order. That's how much I've forgotten to self-love myself. Or if they're eating, I would make sure everything is good in the table without me sitting down and eating with them. That is just, looking back, I said, oh wow, that is really um, lost myself the chance to self-love myself. But now I reinvented myself, and I find time to set boundaries, wake up in the morning, meditation and prayers. And I don't go down anymore to cook food or thing. They're all adults and they can handle things. So that simple thing as that, and being able to do my work, do my certifications, do my business, and then think of myself and setting boundaries. So I want you to also, for those who are burning out and needing to love themselves, to self-care and self-respect, we'll start with self-loving. Let's rediscover yourself. Let's ground for 2 minutes. We before we begin, let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So I invite you to place your hand in your heart and just notice how you feel at this very moment. Put your hands in your heart and notice how you feel this very moment. There is no right and wrong on how you feel, but you're being aware of how you feel this very moment. Can you tell me or tell yourself how you're feeling without judging? Are you feeling loved? Are you feeling neglected? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling that you set boundaries today? Are you feeling that you gave too much of yourself without thinking how much more can you give? Or did you give yourself a chance to think of you when you drink your coffee? Did you enjoy that coffee and you took time to enjoy that coffee? Or when you woke up this morning, did you even say your gratitude over all the things that you have and all the experiences that you had, or even your good dreams for the night? Do you look around and did you feel that gratitude in your heart through the day, through the middle of the day, or at the end of the day? How are you feeling? Or you're frustrated at work, frustrated at home, you're feeling nervous or anxious. How are you feeling? Ask yourself how you're feeling without judging yourself. And let's make that intention. Set aside an intention of what you want this life coaching, how you want to come out, or what do you want to come out from this brief life coaching. As we take another deep breaths, let's think of the beautiful things that happened today, and for the share that you have, even not being able to talk to me, for just thinking how you feel in your heart without judging. Thank you for doing that. What would you love to get together or to get out of this life coaching? Think of what you want to get out of this life coaching at this very moment. Do you want to feel refresh? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to get rid of that anxiety? Do you want to get rid of that anger? Do you want to get rid of that times that you didn't set boundaries? You want to get that feeling out of your chest? Now, what would you make this next few minutes so you'll feel it meaningful for you? What would you make out of these few minutes so it will be meaningful for you? Reflect on that intention. Maybe write it in a piece of paper. Knowing what would you love to get out of a coaching call, and then realizing how meaningful it is going to be for you of that intention that you have, specifically for self-love. So let's explore together where your life is being right in front of you. When you feel your heart, let's feel where your life is right now. What is that you are feeling right now? How is it? How is yourself feeling right now? What part of your self wants more love, compassion, and attention? Is it your hair, your heart, your hands, your whole body, your mind, your thoughts, your words? What is it in your body, in your part of you, that is wanting more love and compassion? What is it around you that is asking more love, compassion, and attention, that is affecting you? Focus on your heart, because heart's always a sign of, where the self-love is. What is in that heart that you had experienced today, that you felt that you should have received more love? Any events today that you felt that you should have been more compassionate to yourself? Is there anything today that you felt that you could have given yourself more love today? Or is there anything today that you knew that you should have given yourself more attention, to just tell yourself that you deserve more self love? Sometimes we have feelings through the day that we just ignore because we have to carry on our responsibilities. Uh, Maybe somebody upset us and we didn't give ourselves more compassion to slow down and say, hey, I don't feel good. I didn't feel like I was understood. Like we were doing probably today some things that are extraordinary, but we didn't get attention. We didn't get acknowledgement for the things that we have done today. So pat yourself, put your hands up and put it in your shoulder, and pat yourself and give yourself a little love, a little compassion, and a little attention, and tell yourself you did a great job today and you deserve a little bit more loving, a little bit more time, maybe enjoying a book, enjoying your prayer, enjoying this time of meditation, and maybe just saying, wow, you did a great job today. You were functioning more than what you should be giving, and yet you recognize yourself. You were a little bit more compassionate by setting boundaries when you know people demand so many things from you, but you learn how to say, nope, I can't do that today. I have to do something. That reminds me, normally decoration is already up at this time, but I am doing so many things. And since the kids are already older, I gave myself the opportunity not to decorate yet. So for that, I congratulate myself, but it was nagging in the back of my head that these things has to be done. So sometimes we just have to treat ourselves more with compassion and boundaries around us, and give ourselves more attention and what our heart needs, what our mind needs, what our soul needs, and what our body needs. And through those, we give ourselves the love that we deserve that very moment, this very day, and this very hour. So let's try reframe. What's the old belief in us that we have to release tonight or this morning? For those who are in the morning, what is the old belief that we have to release today to be able to self-love? And you should be able to claim to change that old belief, and you want to release that. Let's say I myself, as a mother, I grew up in the Philippines. I was raised in girls' school. I had a belief that I, as a wife, as a mother, should stop everything the moment I, I got married and had children. I stopped every single thing that is just dedicated for myself. That's an old belief that I have to be selfless, like I saw my mom, that I have to give 100% to others without thinking of myself. That's an old belief. Now, I admire those who give themselves a chance to look at themselves as an entity and love themselves every single time they love somebody. So I always say, when you do something for others, you have to learn how to get and receive something back for yourself. Do something good for yourself. Love yourself. So self-love, as we know, we also have to claim for ourselves. So release the old belief of self-loving and allow to claim the new belief of self-love, which I learned all this time after embracing entrepreneurship and learning and growing and having a growth mindset, entrepreneurial mindset, and of course self-loving. So self-love action is a way that we want to choose small things, loving actions that you can commit for the next hour, next 24 hours. So we have to find some small acts of way of loving ourselves every single day. As I've said, pat yourself in the back. That simple thing, that small thing, can lead to bigger things. Like you love yourself in simple things, 5 minutes quiet time for yourself, or saying no once, or taking a break without feeling guilty, speaking a kind word of affirmation by congratulating and celebrating your self love, 5 minutes, take a pause in every so frequent, every day, every hour, and ask yourself, what is the one self loving action that I'm going to choose for myself? Every hour, or every 2 hours, or 3 times a day? What is the one self loving action that you are going to choose for yourself today? And I ask that, what is one self loving action that I'm going to choose for myself today? I used not to shop for myself. I reward wins with little things like candles, little boba drink, because I know I work hard. I know I give more than 100% to others, and now I am obligated. I'm obligating myself to claim that I choose to self-love and give and choose an action that I manifest, that I carry on to self-love. So as we close this self-love meditation, affirmation, or just thinking how we're going to self-love, it is indeed beautiful that we know how to self-love. So before we wrap up, let's make it like the let's make it a point that every day we ask ourselves, what is my biggest takeaway for today? Did I um, affirm the power of self-loving? Did I affirm that I'm worthy of loving myself? Did I choose to allow myself to acknowledge that I set boundaries, that I self love? Did I thank myself and showed up for myself with openness and honesty? So, self loving is allowing yourself, showing up for yourself, thanking yourself, celebrating yourself, being honest and open that if you're burning out and if you're not setting boundaries, you have to learn how to say no. So, self love is not just physical, like looking good, smelling good, eating good, getting a good shower. It could be self love in our mind when we give ourselves time to slow down and just savor the moment. Self love to make ourselves grow, growth mindset when we read books or learn how to develop new skills. Like, I'm a nurse for 37 years, and then I own my online business, and now I'm finishing life coaching, and I'm finishing mastermind business training with Dean. And my Mind Valley is the life coaching, and I just finished a millionaires mastermind inside our private online business community, and you know heard from coaches, from sharers, you have to be coachable also to learn how to self-love and not to be too stern or too harsh on yourself. By being willing to grow is self-love. By nurturing your faith, I have a very strong faith, is self-loving, because at the end of the day, if you believe that we are soul, we don't take anything with us. We go up and say, um, we go up there, and when the Lord asks us if we have developed and loved ourselves, and we grew the talent that He gave us, we have to return multitude of talents and multitude of who we have been given. And of course, we have to tell Him that we did self love by growing mind, heart, body, and soul. So Born to Thrive, as I've said, is leading you from burnout to breakthrough. And today we focus on self love. As I've said, as I complete my life coaching certification, this entire journey has deepened my commitment to self love, self care, and self respect, self rediscovery by choosing positivity and inner peace and mindfulness. So I share that with you. And I have experienced this firsthand through the years of being an entrepreneur. And of course, I find the power of stillness. through these experiences. And I want to help a lot of people. I know there's a deeper calling to experience it too, be it's free, be it paid. And I know the magnitude, maybe one person at a time, two people at a time, in group of Zoom or in global stages. So through intentional self-care, self-love, self-respect, and profound self-discovery, I hope you and me can move from burnout to balance, and from emotional overload to calmness. And we know that we're not just simply surviving, but we're truly thriving every single day. And the first one that we are doing as we do these days of self-love and self-care, self-respect, self-discovery, and finding gratitude in the past is self-love. So that's it. That's my meditation for the night, the morning. And I hope in one way or the other, it has helped you to just laser focus that self-loving is very important and vital for us to break through from burnout. Let's be still and find moment and quiet time to acknowledge ourselves today with honesty and openness, and knowing that we are worthy of love, most especially of self-love. So God bless everybody. It's Luisita Ventura, founder and CEO of Born to Thrive. I'm a registered nurse for 37 years. 26 years of that is intensive care and 5 years of dialysis nursing. And now I do just work part-time as a float nurse all over where they need me. I am an online business owner for 4 years. I'm a human rights consultant and a certified business consultant. And I'm a coach and a mentor in our online business, a transformational and empowerment coach and health coach in this life coaching academy, Born to Thrive. God bless everybody. And I hope in one way or the other, you'll find insight in this life coaching. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful night. I work tomorrow, so hopefully I get to do podcast 17 on Friday. God bless everybody. Till next time.